Hello and welcome to another episode of D&D. Been a while, and hello Joe, it's good to see you. I will not be DMing this. It's going to be Red will be DMing, which
Hello, YouTube.
yeah, she's doing pretty good, and we have Natsu joining us.
Oh, look, I found the character sheet for Sting.
Oh my gosh.
And
A
Natsu
hard
is
copy.
playing a Ninja Turtle per se. And Joe,
More
if
like a
go ahead.
turtle that Mario kicks down the stairs.
I was gonna say like Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda, but yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Joe, if you can let me know how the music is coming through, if it's too loud, not loud enough. I do want you guys to be able to hear some music in the background as we're going along here.
Finally get to use my metal dice.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. All right. Well, can't really hear music, but hear you fine. Okay. Let me turn the music up just a bit here. I just don't want it overpowering us, is all. All right. So, I will go ahead and turn it over to Red.
Awesome. Oh, sorry, Natsu. Sorry to be.
No, not you. Just, I thought my speaker was on, but apparently I left it on all night, which means it needs to recharge.
I hate when that happens. Alright, I'm just gonna go a quick overview because no one was like around for the first part of it. So this is what is this one called? This is a free D&D campaign, a short one. It's called Outlaws of the Iron Route. Both Sir Black and Natsu's characters. Sir Black, what was yours? Monty?
Yes. Monty
Okay.
Mofin.
Monty Mofin, the Dwarf Warlock, and Natsu's Choi, the not so ninja turtle, but still a turtle. With
Troy.
Troy, yeah, with a penchant for animals. They arrived in the city of, what was it? Plant? Something like that. Where a riot had broken out due to two opposing forces, one becoming one from the, what was it? Gosh, my notes are all over the place. Basically, this guy, San Krelek, was part of a band of soldiers called the Grey Patriots, and now they are outlaws, and they have joined forces with a Dragonborn Sorceress who has a kobold army, and they have been taking advantage of the Iron Route, basically attacking merchant vessels, you name it, they steal it, they kill it, pillage, everything. So the town of Planth is having a little bit of some trouble with him, and they want to basically get to the bottom of it, arrest him, kill him, whatever. And there are two characters encountered a merchant. They kind of saved his life. What was his name again? Mill. I literally just have my notes says merchant guy. So
I
yeah,
remember him.
yeah, he had the big old wagon that was bigger on the inside, and
And
he basically
it was Monty that saved this merchant.
it was yes. You had some really good rolls during all intimidation.
Yes. Yeah. By the way, Joe says, "Hey, Red and Natsu."
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Okay, sorry to cut you off there, Red.
Oh, you're off.
No, you're good. So, to make this long recap short, you basically get some information from the merchant because, of course, he tells you about some information being held in this prison where you can get more information about this gentleman who is wanted. and hopefully find some more info. So you guys go and do that. There's apparently 2 jailbreaks going on at the same time. The one you're doing, where you rescue a half-orc lady called I keep calling her Ratsbane, but that's not her name. I'm just gonna call her Ratsbane from now on. And her counterpart as well, that they were both part of the outlaw band, and now they are defected to your group. And now you guys are on your way to the meeting point where the outlaws and the Dragonborn Sorceress are to meet up and hopefully either join forces or try to kill each other. And you guys will figure out what would be the best decision for that entire process. And hopefully find some money on your way. So.
Right on.
So you guys are on your way to this place called King's Pyre. I keep trying to send you a map of it, but unfortunately my computer is acting up and the program's not letting me cut that one little area off, so I can't actually send it to you.
It's okay. Can you just describe it for us?
I will. So first things first, let me set up the scene. You guys are on a ship. The merchant has gratefully supplied you with a ship, letting you know, hey, this needs to stop one way or the other. And you guys are on your way to King's Pyre with Monty, Troy, Ratsbane, and I think her counterpart, which was what again? I swear I wrote everything down. And what's his name?
That's the other dwarf, right?
Yeah, her name's Rathine. Okay, Ratsbane, Rathine.
Okay.
And the other guy, what's his name? Eorg? I think that's his name. Eorg? I'm gonna call him Io. Io and Ratsbane. There we go.
That works.
Half-orc, mad dwarf. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you guys are on a small little sailing vessel. You notice something a little unusual about this bay. King's Pyre is situated on the coast about 40 miles west from the city.
Mm-hmm.
So if you decide to travel overland, you guys would have to, go through wild glass hands, with cliffs. We already decided we're going to go by water. So basically, here's what's up. The fog swirls aside, revealing an effigy of a king carved into the stone of the cliff face. A full 80 feet tall from toe to crown, seated on a rocky ledge overlooking the sea. Trees sprout from the statue's lap, moss clings to its weathered surface, and its right hand grasps a poplar. Tumbling waterfalls flank the statue, bathing its body in glistening spray. Structures of various degrees of permanency surround the statue, flows of smoke winding lazily through the misty air. So, to give you a better example, I don't know if you remember the Lord of the Rings movie where they had the 2 kings reaching across the river. It's kind of like that, except this king is sitting.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's how big it is, just to give you some sense of scale.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice, cool place. So, So to give you an idea of where everyone is, the 2 outlaw groups maintain their own camps on either side of the statue. On the west or the left side of the statue, a loose circle of tents surround a large covered wagon. The wood smoke drifts over the glow cave nearby. Beyond the camp, an overgrown trail cuts through the steep woods to the cliff top. And then a neat circle of tents makes up the eastern or right side of camp. More tunnels dot the rock face behind it, and the great sea cave yawns at the foot of the cliff. A long ship bobs in the water near the cave, anchored to the statue's sunken hand. So you guys have many, many different ways you can do this process. You can attack both of them, attack one of them, sneak in, climb the statue. The meeting place is going to take place in the king's lap. And I will set a timer. So
in the king's lap, huh?
Yeah. That's the meeting place.
Okay.
Because he's sitting, so, you know.
What's the time of day here?
I would say it's dusk. So they're lighting all the fires and stuff like that. The fog's about ready to roll in.
Okay.
It'll be very difficult to see you guys in a little bit. So if you do want to do sneak attacks on people, you can. You just have to roll really well.
Okay. And
You
where is the dwarf in relation to me at the moment?
You guys are all on the little, I guess it's like a schooner, whatever. So whoever, are you rowing the boat? He could probably just be rowing it. He's rowing it for you.
I thought it was a she.
No, the half orc is a she. The dwarf is a guy.
Oh man.
Were you trying to seduce the dwarf?
Wait, the half orc is a guy?
No, the half orc's a girl.
Oh, okay.
I
Please
knew
keep
that,
like,
but
wait a
I thought the dwarf was a girl too.
No, please keep seducing the dwarf. Please.
No, I'm good. I'm
No,
good.
please.
Monty's not like that.
No, keep going with it because
We know Sir Black is.
Natsu.
please
Okay.
keep going with it. Oh man, I shouldn't have done anything. It would have been
So, about how far off the coast are we?
Let's see. You have everything like in your sight, so you can actually see things from far away, but you haven't gotten close to it yet. So it'll be like a little bit. So you have time to devise your plan of action of where you want to go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at Mr. Turtle Man and ask him if he can swim.
Sure, I can. I mean, technically, I guess I am a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't... I don't really know if we're descendants from a land tortoise or a sea turtle.
Okay. Now,
So, I've never tried it. We can definitely try it and see if I drown or not.
I'm trying to think, is there a river going up that separates the two camps?
Yes, there's a waterfall.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to get ready to send you a photograph of what it looks like. Just give me a hot second.
I know that whatever we do, I think we should try sneaking. Because if we try to barge in, I'm not moving very fast, just so you know.
Oh, I was planning on sneaking. I'm not
very fast on my sneaky either.
Yeah, and I'm not too powerful at the moment. You know, I'm still learning. You know,
well, I just gotta tuck and roll, basically.
Or you can get in your ball shape again, and or we can have the big old lady over here kick you, and you can go rolling in, you know, like a wrecking ball.
Why do you think I suggested tuck and roll?
True, but I think we need to sneak. I think you're right.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get this map for you guys so you can see what you have options for.
How many are we looking at?
How what?
I'm not too sure, Blaze. About how far would you say we are off the coast?
Like less than 10 miles.
Less than 10 miles?
Well, yeah, well, we're less than 10.
Okay.
Like you're gaining pretty close to it. So, hold on, dropping the map into your box. And you might have to rotate it a little bit because it's sideways. There you go.
Oh, I must download it.
Yeah, that'll make it easier for you guys. Sorry I didn't have it ready before.
It's okay. Oh, yeah, how rotate?
Right click.
Right click?
Rotate.
And rotate.
Clockwise. Yeah.
And it didn't rotate.
Rotate?
It's not rotating. That's okay, I can turn my head.
No,
okay, so we're looking...
Yeah, if you right click on the image and rotate clockwise, it should go.
I am.
Are you looking at your phone or on a computer?
Oh, it says reload. Never mind.
Oh.
Select all, take screenshot, inspect. That's all I got for right click.
Huh. Weird.
Okay, I'll go ahead and screenshot this and then rotate it for him and then send it to him.
Well,
Right, thanks.
I'm looking at it with my computer.
Well, and I'm looking at it with my phone, so it'll be easy for me to do what I just said.
Yeah, it
One of the
might
things I do
be.
constantly for work.
That might be a good thing to see, because my chat sees the same thing I'm looking at, and it's. Yeah.
You want it upside down?
No.
It's very sideways.
Yeah. So basically, we're looking at a cliffside
Yeah.
with
so
waterfalls going into the ocean.
Yep. So the one with the ship in front of it, that's where the Grey Patriots are at, and then the Dragonborn Sorceress is on the section 5.
Okay.
That's her.
So
camp.
the Patriots are at 11.
Yes.
Okay.
And that meeting's supposed to take place in 14 in the lab.
Uh-huh. That's an interesting place to have a meeting.
They would have it on the crown, but they couldn't figure out a way to get there. So you have the cave entry if you want to go there. You can climb up the statue. You can climb the cliffside if you want to.
Give me just a second while I figure out how to do stuff. How about select all? Nope, that's not doing anything. You still working on that, Natsu?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Did you send it in the... There we go. So now I want to... How about open link so they can see it? There we go. Now we should be able to see it in chat. I mean, on the stream. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so the cave entrance is at 9, and that'll bring us out at what, 10? Well, we don't know that.
Right. It'll bring you around there though, around that camp.
And the person that we're after is at 11.
Yeah.
Okay. And
But I mean, you also have a Dragonborn Sorceress you might want to deal with as well.
And they're at 5.
Mm-hmm.
So both camps are bad people.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, within reasonable amount of bad. It depends on what you want to do.
well, I want to kick ass and take some names.
Okay.
So
You want to take some butt and kiss some names?
I look at the turtle dude and say, you know, I'm probably gonna die here. So it was nice knowing you, buddy.
And I go, well, you can ride me into battle if you want.
I prefer not to ride a male turtle, but thank you for the offer.
Can I ride you?
No.
Oh, I saw you flirting with that dwarf earlier.
Oh man.
Io the dwarf kind of winks at you a little bit.
I
Sure
take.
you're not interested into male turtles?
I grab my flask and just take a quick little shot and close it, put it back in my pocket. So, we can climb up the legs and do an ambush at their meeting spot if you want. Or... What?
Of course you want to go up the center of the king's legs.
Well,
His
yeah.
legs are closed.
There what, huh?
The legs are closed. It's okay.
We can
I
go
see
in
a
the.
couple of. I see a bush there, up
My-
there.
Yeah,
You want to go hide in the king's bush?
it's a big fluffy bush.
All right, yeah, we can go ahead and try to climb up that and hide in the king's bush.
Okay.
And
You want?
is that what we want to do? Because then we'll be fighting both camps. Now, another thing we can do is go in through the cave. I'm hoping it'll bring us out right at the camp there at 10. If it brings us out there, we can get our intended target and then launch some attacks over at 5 and then book it out and leave. So now 5 and 11 think they're fighting each other and they'll have a big old brawl while we're sailing away, drinking our rum and laughing at the fireworks.
See, I think they would be expecting us to go through that tunnel, though.
But do we want to fight Dragonborns and the Patriots all at the same time, all in one massive fight?
Or we could do something that makes one camp think that the other camp did it.
That's what I
Disappear
was.
into the shadows.
That's what I was just
we'd
saying.
have to be in the bush to do that.
But if we're up there, what are we gonna do? We got to make sure we get our target.
We climb up to the king's breast and then up to his chin, tickle his chin a little bit, and then be on the lookout for our target. And then when you see him, you jump off the cliff and assassinate him.
And then run out of there as fast as we can.
As fast as my turtle legs can, yes.
Okay, here's our getaway plan. After we do our assassination, we throw you in the river and I'll jump on top of you and I'll ride you down into the ocean and off into the sunset or sunrise or whatever.
I like the idea of you riding me. Let's do that.
Okay, so we're
Is
climbing
this
up the
cowboy
legs.
style?
I guess this will be a new thing. It's turtle style.
Ah, okay.
So that's what we're doing. We'll climb up the legs, into the bush, up to his pecs, and then onto his shoulder after we checkle his 10. So I'm gonna look
Gotcha.
over to the other dwarf and the big old lady and ask them what their thoughts are on that plan.
The dwarf and the half orc look at each other and burst out laughing. She goes, "You want to climb the statue and sabotage the meeting that way?"
It's a thought. I don't hear you guys helping with ideas.
Rethane kind of snorts and goes, "Listen, as much as a good plan that is, you need to be aware that there are going to be lots of scouts nearby, so the shoulders that you are wanting to be in are probably a prime position to overlook the meeting as well. So you might want to be prepared for that." And then the dwarf, Ilo, speaks up. It's like, "Yeah, and you might want to watch out for that goblet that the king is holding. That's usually a really good signal fire. So you might want to make sure that one doesn't get lit if you want to keep yourself secret."
So what you're saying is we want to go through the cave then.
They both shrug. It'd be easier. Plus, we can definitely tell you that the long boat on the front would be the easiest way to get in.
Okay.
So
Now,
we climb the mast of the longboat up that cliff?
No, just go into the cave.
where does the cave
They
bring
aren't
us
gonna
out
be
at?
super guarding it?
No, I'm sure they will, but
Are they guarding the legs?
I don't think anyone's guarding the legs as far as I know, but if you're trying to get into the cave, they definitely will be.
So
Are they
either
guarding
way,
the King's Anus?
we're we're going to be dealing with scouts no matter which way we go.
Correct.
Hmm. Well, how many scouts are guarding the longboat?
I kind of think about it for a minute, because I'm not really sure. But let me see. I'm here on. I don't know if anyone's on the ship right now, actually. Because they should have all unloaded everything into the thing, but we could definitely check it for supplies.
I think that might be a good idea. What do you think, Turtle Man?
I think we need to, if we go to check the ship for supplies, I still think we need to crawl up his legs, up his skirt, into his bush.
But if we do that, we're risking getting seen by scouts, that fire getting lit, and then everyone is going to come down on top of us.
Well, that's where we would immediately come back down the way that we came, or like you ride me out of there, because my idea here is if we can get them to fight each other, then they're distracted and we can come back through the cave while they're fighting each other.
That is a good idea. And to keep things, or we can have them intentionally light that fire and then book it out of there as fast as we can and then get into the cave, which means only one of us needs to go up there.
True. Just gotta throw a rock while you're up there, alright? It'll take me ages to actually get all the way up that.
Okay, so I guess I will be climbing up the legs, and while you guys go head over to the longboat, I will do what I can. Now, DM, how far is it from the King's lap to the ocean?
You'll die if you fall.
If I intentionally jump off, I will die.
I mean, it depends on what kind of magic you're working with, how you roll. But for the most part, I wouldn't think it would be. Yeah, I don't think it'd be very survivable.
I don't think I have any spells of, of that, so.
Do you have any rope?
Do I have rope? Inventory? I should have rope. I don't think I got enough rope.
Yeah, I have 50 feet, you can have it.
I don't have any rope.
Well, I only have 50 feet.
I have a book, a bottle of ink, an ink pen, a little bag of sand, some parchment, and a small knife.
Well, just don't cut my rope while you're up there, alright? You can grind on it with
Oh
with the
man.
sand all you want, but
So how many feet would you say that is?
Oh, you mean how the statue, or
the leg of the statue from the knee
Yeah.
down.
let's see. It would be from the knee down.
Mm-hmm.
If it's 80 feet from toe to crown, make it 40.
40 feet? Okay.
I go ahead and give you my rope.
Right on. Let me go
It
ahead
is
and
a
add
rope,
that.
hempen, 50 feet.
Let me add. Yes? No? You're not gonna let me add? What? Add item to backpack. It's not letting me add. Manage inventory. Backpack. Equipment. I do have a
Go
hunting trap.
Yeah, go to manage inventory.
I'm there.
Add items to your backpack. Do that.
So, under add items, it
There
won't
we
be in your
go.
backpack. It'll just be type in the filter, type in rope.
Yep.
ROPE.
And it's the hempen rope, not the silk.
Hempen rope. 50 feet. Add. To backpack. Okie dokie. I now have the rope.
Alright, you're gonna have to roll if you want to throw it up there and
Well,
launch it onto something.
what I was gonna do is free climb up his leg and then tie the rope off and lay it down. That way I can make sure it's secure and have a quick way down.
Okay, well, whenever you're ready, get ready to roll.
Alright, what am I gonna roll?
Dexterity.
You want me to roll now?
First off, I guess the ILO kind of drops you off at the base of the feet right there, and then
Yes.
continue on to the ship section, part 8, right? That was your guys' plan?
Yes.
Okay. So, ILO drops you off, and we'll get back to you, Natsu, because we need to see if Monty survives this climb.
We'll see if Monty is a better climber than Sting.
Hey, Sting, we only tested Sting on trees, okay? Nothing else. He might have been a fantastic mountain climber.
Fair enough. Alright, go ahead and roll for dexterity. Or,
Okay.
yeah, tell me how you're going to do it and then roll for dexterity.
I am going to very carefully climb up the left knee or up the left leg, and I got a 15.
15?
Yes.
Alright, you're making good headway. You're pulling out the moss that has been bunched up all over the statue, so you have good gripping on the, I don't know, the new growth there, so you're able to pull it up.
Okay.
Pull yourself up.
Listen,
And I'm trying to do this very stealthily as well. Trying not
Okay.
to be seen yet.
Okay. As far as I know, no one has seen you yet.
Okay.
So, let's see. Go ahead and roll again.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
That would be another 15.
You keep steadily climbing up there. You're doing really well. And now I'm gonna need you to run a constitution.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
A 12.
You're getting a little tired.
Okay.
Your arms are kind of getting a little noodly.
Well,
so,
yeah, I'm a dwarf hauling 71 pounds.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for dexterity again.
18.
In a burst of adrenaline, because you really, really don't want to be seen, you scramble up the moss-covered leg and make it to the knee.
Right on. I'm going to get low and look around. Do I see any sentries? And at the same time,
Yes.
I'm looking for something to tie the rope to.
You see quite a few sentries. You notice that there are some kobolds around the shoulders of the king, near that section 13 that you see up there. You see
Okay.
that there's a couple people not facing you because you're right below him on the goblet cup that the king is holding.
Okay.
You start to see the camps a little clear for Camp 11. see them having their lights and everything set up. You see that their tents are arranged nicely and neat. They have their own scouts on their side. They
Okay.
don't see you because you're a little too far from them, but you can kind of see that where their area is.
Because of their lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one is at the meeting place, so you don't really see anyone in the king's lap yet. It's just like the markers are there, like they're getting like the little pavilion tent set up where they can have their negotiation.
Okay, so while I'm not being seen, I'm going to carefully, like army crawl stealthily over to the meeting area, and I'm going to set my hunting trap. Like,
Okay.
and kind of cover it.
Okay. Where do you? Is it going to be under the pavilion or just like?
Just like
Just.
in a very precarious way, like in the where I think that the majority of the people would walk through.
Okay.
So it weighs 25 pounds. So it is probably pretty big.
Okay. You somehow roll that out of your bag and place it on the ground where you want it. Let me see.
I'm going to remove that from my equipment.
Go ahead and roll for dexterity.
Dexterity, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a natural 20 for 21.
You smoothly bring out the trap from your bag without dropping it or clanging it against any of the nearby stones that are embedded in the ground, and you do not get trapped in your own trap.
Nice. Now, I'm going to go back to the knee and tie off the rope to wherever I can and kind of toss it down.
Without covering the trap?
No, sorry, I am covering the trap.
Okay, roll for... I don't know, I guess roll for survival then?
Roll a survival.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, nice. Nice. 6, 7, 8, 9. I rolled a 9 because I get to
9?
add my proficiency bonus to it.
Nice. Okay, so you cover it, but unless someone's really looking for it, or actually just looking down when they walk, they won't see it.
Alrighty.
And the darkness helps. And the darkness helps clear off the glare from it, so it's not going to flash any metal.
Right on.
Okay. You said you saw a place where you can stick the rope on.
Well, I was looking for a place to tie the rope to that'll hold my now. How much do I weigh now? 46 pounds.
Okay. Let me see what's. So nearby, you see kind of like a half-broken tree stump in the meeting area.
Okay.
A large stone that looks like it has a narrow enough point to it. If you wanted to wrap the rope around there, there's also a bit of the king's finger on the side there, like his thumb. If you wanted to go put it that way, a little out of reach. That one's a little bit more visible.
I'll do the stone.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll for anything or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll dexterity.
Dexterity. That'd be a natural 20 for 21.
On your first throw the rope, I assume you looped it like a lasso.
Yeah.
Lands perfectly on the target. You are able to successfully tighten it, and it looks like it'll hold.
Right on. Now, do we want to continue with me or move on to Natsu, or how do we want to do this? It's up to you.
All right. Natsu, did you want to go ahead and raid the ship, or do you want to wait until Sir Black is back?
I go ahead and begin raiding the ship.
All right. So, Sir Black, while you're doing that, Let's see. All right, where is this at? Give me a minute, guys. I have to go through 8 different pages to get to where I want to go.
It's all good. I feel your pain.
All right. All right. Natsu, a longship is anchored to the statue's sunken hand. The ship's mainsail is tightly furled, but its lines are set for a quick cast off. 2 gray cloaked figures patrol the deck. The 2 bandits have orders to ward off any vessel that draws near. If the bandits are attacked, they will fight valiantly to defend the longship. What do you want to do? You have yourself as well as the half-orc and the dwarf with you.
I asked the half-orc how good of a shot she is.
Let's see. Rathan kind of raises a brow and kind of judges the distance between your ship and theirs and kind of figures out where they are. She goes, I can give it a shot, but once we throw one, we're going to need to act quickly because they'll sound the alarm. We can possibly
And I just kind of think for a minute, I go ahead and maybe you should try swimming then.
Okay, do you want to swim?
Yes. So I go ahead and slowly making sure that I don't create a big splash. Crawl on in so I can, and I go ahead and swim under the water.
How is your ability to breathe underwater? I mean, because you're turtle, so I assume.
An ability there. I'm trying to find it. Where did it go? Other. I can hold my breath for 1 hour at a time.
Perfect. Hold on. Let me do this in character for you. The half-orc Rathane looks at you and asks if you can hold your breath. How long you can hold your breath for?
I haven't really tested it, but the most that I've been able to do is half an hour. I haven't tested it beyond that. And that isn't necessarily because I've been limited by my breath or anything. That's just because I got bored.
Rathane kind of looks at you, but then goes, and how much can you carry on your back while swimming underwater?
I'd say a fair bit. I'm a pretty strong little turtle.
Excellent. So if you get in the water, her and Ilo are going to abandon the schooner or sloop or whatever the tiny ship is, and kind of do a Titanic on the door thingy, on your back basically, assuming you're okay with that. Or Rathane will get on your back and then the dwarf will get on her back. So if you can carry.
I kind of asked real quick, can we wait till we get in the water to do this?
No,
we're not making as big of a splash.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so anyways, I go ahead and start, I get in the water and get ready to just kind of, and I just kind of, before I go all the way in, I just say, you need to make sure that you hold on.
And unfortunately, Rathane's starting to shake really bad, as well as the dwarf, because the waters are very cold.
Alright, let's get going.
Alright, go ahead and roll for Dexterity.
Nine.
The water is surprisingly choppy, so you keep getting off course on where you want to go. And your 2 companions on your back are starting to lose their grip.
Alright, I start muscling through it and tell them, you need to be stronger.
Rathane kind of thumps you on your shell. really hard, and like because she can't really breathe or talk right now. She's chattering too much.
So I go ahead and use as much of the strength of it as I can muster to try to keep on.
All right, round a strength.
$21.
Your extra burst of energy puts you under. I guess you wanted to go underneath the longbow or around it. How did you want to?
I wanted to swim up to the edge of it, or to the I wanted to go under and then swim up on the cave side.
You do this?
Figuring that they will not expect me from that side.
All right, so you do this, and on the cave side, you see a nice rope dangling from the top, and I guess you guys can climb it.
I go ahead and let the half-orc and dwarf go first, seeing as how cold they are, and then I let them know like we need to take out everyone who's on the ship first, as quietly as possible.
The dwarf has some trouble latching onto the railing because he's shaking so bad, and the half-orc is not doing too well either, so it takes them a minute or 5 to get up and over, and they are losing their stamina, so they are a little exhausted from the cold water.
I climb up behind him, hoping that we've been quiet enough that we have not been noticed yet.
Alright. So the 2 bandits that are on there are basically shooting the shit, basically. Just talking. They don't see you guys come on board yet, despite the dwarf and half-orc kind of heaving a little bit and shaking. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
5.
5? Okay. Let's see, let me roll for mine. For the orc, it's going to be 12, and the dwarf, it's going to be 19, so he's going to go first. The dwarf kind of seeing what we need to do, throws a dagger in hopes that it hits. It glances off the bandit's armor, and now they are alerted to your presence. What do you want to do?
I go ahead and... Is he within... I move close enough to grab one of the bandits, and I use Shocking Grasp.
Alright, shocking grasp. Okay, go ahead and roll to see if it hits. And if you ground them at the same time.
Alright, 19 to hit.
Yep, it hits. And how much was the damage?
2.
2? Okay. So the bandit is also very cold and isn't strong enough to let out any type of scream yet, so you guys are still undetected by the rest of the group at this point. The half-orc is gonna go ahead and kind of do like a body rush.
Wait, are they... Never mind.
No, what's
Wait, are they wearing metal?
that? Yeah, like, they're not wearing good armor, like leather.
Well, it's leather. Okay, well the reason why I ask is it would add an extra effect if they were wearing metal.
Right now, they're just wearing.
Cool.
I mean, we can give them like a metal helmet and they're still a little about it.
No, you're good.
Okay. So the half-orc's gonna tackle one of them on the other side, so you can just focus on that one. The bandit's still freezing, so he can't really get a good hit on you. Go ahead and roll for another hit, and what's the damage?
With my other arm, I go ahead and swing with my longsword.
Okay, does it hit?
It's a 19.
Yep, it hits. And what's the damage?
14.
You and your burst of energy from the ocean completely bisect the guard in half. Congratulations. His friend, who is still being tackled by the half-orc, promptly sees his friend get cut in half by a giant turtle with a longsword and faints. The ship is yours.
I kind of walk over to the half-orc and say, man, that was really attractive watching you tackle that bandit there.
The half-orc Rente is still shivering from the cold and can't really respond very well, but she kind of nods.
Alright, let's go ahead and see if there's anything on board that might warm you guys up real quick, and also just see if there's any treasure worth looting on here.
Okay, go ahead and roll for perception.
4.
You see that there is possibilities of supplies. You're not sure really where to start, though.
I look for a door.
You find a door that looks like it leads someplace, and do you want to open it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Open the door, and then go ahead and roll for perception again. See if anything sticks out at you.
17.
Perfect. In your slight confusion of shock of bisecting someone, you couldn't see anything outside on the outside of the ship, but inside you see rations, kegs of ale, small armory of swords, spears, arrows, and longbows, all thrown around this room. It looks not quite like the captain's quarters, but close enough. Among the supplies are half a dozen thick gray cloaks.
Fit what?
A half a dozen thick gray cloaks.
I go ahead and grab the gray cloaks. And do I happen to see any crossbow bolts?
Yes.
Alright, I'll go ahead and grab 50 of those.
Alright, while you're doing that, Monty, did you make your way down? Or actually, do we need to roll to see if you made it all the way down okay?
I have not gotten down yet. How
Okay, go ahead.
far is the Area 13 to me?
Area 13 to you is... Because you're in 14 right now?
Yeah.
If we can probably get you there in 2 turns if your rolls are really good.
Well, if it's... Would you say it was 60 feet from 13 to his feet?
It's 80.
80 feet from 13 to his feet?
Yeah.
So
crown to toe.
from me to 13, it's going to be about 40-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. Given that, I'm going to grab a hold of the rope, and I'm just going to stand right on the edge of his knee, and I'm going to cast Shatter at level 4 at 13.
You're going to cast Scatter at 13? Okay.
Shatter.
How... And that's within your range of the spell?
60 feet.
Alright.
And it's a 10-foot sphere. You want me to roll?
Yes, please roll for.
Let me see if I have to roll to hit. Or, no, I don't roll to hit. They have to beat a Constitution saving throw of 14.
14. Let me see what's up there.
So, what I'm going to do is pretty much slack on the rope a little bit and start to go down the knee as I cast this. I'm trying to be sneaky about it to where they don't know where it came from.
Okay, hang on a minute. Let me
Okay.
see who's up there. Because I believe it's a kobold that's up there. But let me double check. No. Oh, yes. Do it. Go for it. Go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
Well, they have to roll a Constitution saving throw. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
roll to see if it hits.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, I'm going to roll damage. It's 5d8. That is 18 points of damage. Now, I'm doing this as I'm going down the leg. So do I have to roll a stealth check?
Roll a stealth check and roll to see if you hit. I know it says you didn't have to, but roll to see if you hit.
So it's 18 stealth, 18 damage, and let's see. My spell attack is a +6, so I roll a d20 and add 6 for the hit. That's a 20 to hit.
All right. And you already did your stealth check already, so you're throwing this while you're dramatically falling backwards.
Yes, I got 18 points of damage. If they fail a 14, I rolled an 18 for stealth, and I rolled a 20 to hit.
All right. The scout that was up there, which was a high elf, is dead.
Now, this spell, I need to read it real quick, so this will help set what I'm trying to do here. A sudden, loud, ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. So, I think...
so it's not actually hurting them, it's just a noise.
No. It hurts them. They take damage from it. They take thunder damage from it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, they're still very dead, and loud boom echoes throughout the entire location.
And what I'm hoping to do is be as far down that leg as I possibly can be before people start to look. And my movement speed is 25 feet.
Alright, go ahead and roll for dexterity.
Dex. 16.
You are able to successfully, not zip line, but what's the other one where you put your hand? Like,
Fast rope.
you have one. Yeah, there you go. You're able to fast rope down right when the sound hits, basically, after you cast the spell.
So I'm out of sight.
Yes, you are out of sight.
Yes.
However, everyone is now kind of not on alert, but they're questioning what's going on, so there's more activity.
Okay.
They haven't discovered you yet, but there's more activity going on.
I'm trying not to be discovered. I'm trying to, like, get their attention, find someone dead, and hopefully they'll start fighting each other. That's what I'm going for.
Well, they're not alerted to you, but they are alerted.
Good. Good.
Alright, your teammates are on the longbow. How did you want to get to them?
I'm going to finish getting down the leg, and I'm thinking, you see these rocks that are just to the left of the longboat? I'm going to try and
Are you
jump.
talking about his hand?
Rock?
Yeah.
No, I'm down on his feet.
No, I mean, that's what the rocks are, is the hand.
Oh, is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his hand. I'm going to jump finger to finger to finger to the back of the longboat and jump on the longboat.
Okay, get ready to roll dexterity when you get there.
I'm there and ready to do it.
All right, go ahead and roll for your first one.
11.
You successfully jump off the platform and into the first finger, but only just. You kind of slide a little bit on the tip.
Okay.
Roll again. Also, Troy, if you're watching this, let me know what your thoughts are.
That is a 4.
Watching what?
If you're watching Monty jump across the fingers.
Oh, no, I'm not, because I'm in the one room.
Hello, Patrick. Good to see you, bud.
All right, so you have a 4 and you slip on the second finger and fall into the water.
Okay, I guess now I'm going to swim to the boat.
Sorry, guys. All right, you swim into the boat. Go right ahead and roll for strength.
Strength?
Actually, roll for Constitution. Roll for Constitution.
Okay, I got a +5 on that anyway.
Did you touch the boat?
That's a 14. No, I slipped and fell off the second finger.
All right, so you got a 14. You're able to swim to where the ladder is on the cave side of the boat. However, you are freezing due to the water and you will be taking damage. Or not damage, but you're exhausted because you're cold and wet.
So I have 1 point of exhaustion?
Yep.
How do I add that?
I think you can go to, what is it, conditions?
Oh, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Exhaustion. Hello. Exhaustion, 1 point.
And it'll be that way until you dry off and get warm again.
Now that just halves my speed, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be exhaustion level 1.
Yeah, I am. Exhaustion level 1.
Okay.
So, am I on the ladder or I just got to it?
You just got to it.
Okay, I'm gonna
So you
climb
have
up the ladder.
Actually, you have advantages on you have disadvantage on ability checks. Your speed's not halved until you get to level 2.
Oh. Ooh, I need to dry off. This
Right,
is not
so-
cool.
So since you're freezing, go ahead and roll for dexterity to climb the ladder.
With disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first one is a 9. The second one is it's gonna be a 9.
Alright. You grab on the rope and are able to haul yourself halfway.
Okay. Now I'm going to be looking for some way to dry off.
No, you're still on the ladder. You haven't made it all the way to the top yet.
I'm going to try and get all the way to the top then.
Alright, go ahead and roll again.
Dexterity or con?
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
This is going to be with disadvantage. Oh, I rolled an 18 and then I got a 5.
You got a 5.
I got a 5.
You slip on the rope, but only just manage to cling to it so as to not fall back into the water.
Dang it.
Alright.
Do I
go ahead
gotta
and
do
take
it
a quick-
again?
Yep, you're gonna do it again.
No. I got a 5.
You slip off the ladder and fall into the water below. You can start screaming for help if you want to.
No. I'm gonna try and grab onto the ladder again.
Alright, roll for dexterity.
A 10.
Okay, you can grab onto the rope. Roll a constitution to see if you can haul yourself up. And take another exhaustion level.
I rolled a 7.
You can still cling to the rope, but you're on exhaustion level 2 now.
I'm gonna call out for Turtle Man.
Alright, go right
Do
ahead.
I hear him?
I don't know, how's your hearing?
Better when I'm in the water. The wall between him and I.
Well, did you close the door behind you, or it's still open?
I mean, I thought I did.
Okay. So okay. So you found all your gear. What are you gonna do after you're in the room?
Well, so I grabbed the 6 gray cloaks and the 50 crossbolts, and I head outside.
Okay. Let's assume you hear Monty screaming or muffled screaming. What are you gonna do?
I drop everything on the
I'm
deck
not
and
screaming.
run over.
I'm trying to be quiet and get his attention.
Okay, well, in that case, then I go ahead and put my crossbow bolts away in there. I forgot what it's called. The doohickey you stash.
The quiver?
Yes, that. I go ahead and stash them in the quiver and go ahead and set the cloaks on the deck and walk over and peer down over the edge that I think I hear a very soft Troy, Troy coming from.
You look down and you see Monty shivering in the water, turning various stages of blue.
And I kind of look at him and go, what are you doing down there? Get your butt up here and get warm.
I have tried. Please come down here and carry my butt up there, please.
I tell him to... Oh, I realize as I start to open up my mouth that what I was going to tell him isn't a good idea. So I go ahead and go down the same way that I got up and then swim under to where he is. And then I tell him to hop off my back, and now he's going to ride me over as though I'm a Lapras and he is Misty.
I will climb onto the back of his shell.
Alright, roll a dexterity.
Who?
Me or him?
Both.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
9.
No, nope, that's wrong. I was rolling a con. Sorry. I rolled a 5.
Alright, you guys are barely able to stay together while he climbs up the ladder, or holds you on his back and climbs up the ladder.
I swear.
And I
Go ahead.
point out to everyone, there's a bunch of cloaks for you guys. Get warm, dry off a little bit, but also we need to use these cloaks as disguises.
Rathane, the half-orc, kind of looks at you and nods, saying, with us in your party, it should make things a lot easier to get into the campment. Let's
Cool.
bring one of these kegs with us, too, just in case. I don't suppose any of you guys know any type of magic that can put people to sleep or anything like that, do you?
And
Or
most of
potion.
my combat, or most of my magic is combat based.
I cannot put anyone to sleep, but I can play a song and they'll probably put people to sleep.
No, I'm thinking more of a potion. We can spike the drinks, but
I
just bring the...
The best I can do is summon some form of familiar
No, it's alright.
to distract them with.
We'll just get the cloaks and the kegs and pretend.
Oh yeah, by the way, do you like the little axe that I gave you earlier, or do you want a different type of weapon?
Rathbane kind of shows off as she made herself very useful to all the weapons in the storeroom.
So anyways, I remind her that there's everything in there, and so she can pick something.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
good. She's out. Yeah, they're both outfitted. So, alright, let's see, everyone's still a little cold right now.
I am going to put on this gray cloak.
Okay.
Now, what would that be in the... Okay, not clock. Apparently I can't spell cloak. Just a regular old cloak.
Yeah, just the gray cloak.
Cloak of many fashions or something.
Just a generic gray cloak.
I can't find just a...
There's not a generic cloak in here. They're all magical of some sort.
Yeah,
That's not
so I'm gonna have to add a custom thing here.
That's
me
so
see.
funny.
Yeah, they all have weird attributes.
Backpack.
Alright.
No. I'll just say we have it. I'm not gonna try and add it. I mean, it doesn't add any armor or nothing. It's just clothes.
Yeah, it's just a cloak.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put one on and try and do my best to dry off.
Alright.
Oh wait,
Well,
I'm gonna go into the little room that he was in, and I'm gonna get some cloth or something and put it down and just start a small, tiny little fire with my sacred flame.
okay. While you guys do that, I'm gonna have to take a small break. The cat is yelling.
That's
For dinner?
perfectly fine.
I don't know, 10 minutes?
Okay,
Awesome. I'll be right back.
okie dokie. Let's put this on intermission. Oh, I gotta set that up. How about be back soon? Arcade, okay. We will be right back, guys. And welcome back. We had just little stuff to take care of, so we are back and go ahead and take it, Red.
So, you guys looted all the Grey Cloaks. Monty, Sir Black's character, is trying to get warm because he's really tired of his disadvantages, not disability, disadvantages. And everyone's just basically recovering from their battle. So far, you have taken out the scout that was on the shoulder and the 2 on the ship, and I believe you guys are still wanting to go in through the cave.
Yes, I have lit a tiny fire inside the cabin there to try and warm up and dry off a little bit, try and get rid of this exhaustion. Even if I have to take a short rest to get rid of a point, I'd be fine with that.
That's fine. You guys can actually, why don't you guys kind of get together and like decide on how you want to tackle the next stage. And Monty can explain to everyone what you saw on the King's Lap and what have you.
Yeah. So we getting together around the little fire I made to try and warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I go, hey Monty, what did you see while you were down up there in the King Bush?
I relay what I saw. Me, as Sir Black, doesn't quite remember everything, but Monty relays it.
Okay. Like that whole like dimensions and like how big it is and
yeah,
all that stuff.
and
okay.
that one guard up there on the goblet, and the fact that I put the trap there just to be a dick. So
wood. It's called wood. Well, we're on stream. Innuendos, fine. Correct, not as fine.
Hey, I'm not monetized yet, so I give no damns.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
That's when you're supposed to say, I'll shove this up your innuendo. Your endo, Troy.
So, we want to go through the cave. Now, I look at the half-orc and ask where the cave is going to take us.
Rathan kind of looks at Monty and goes, the cave will take us through a few tunnels.
Okay.
And then we should wind up, if I remember correctly, at the... Where is this at? Gives me just a second. Okay. So. Yeah, from what I understand, there should be some more patrols further in on the entrance or the exit to the cavern on the top near the camp. And then the camp should all be outlined. The tent in the center should be our man that you're looking for.
Okay. So you can get us into the camp with no issues.
She shrugs. Depends. They did leave me in the dungeon. And Nilo kind of nods his head.
That's why we're bringing the keg, though, right?
Yes. Hopefully they'll understand that I was rescued or escaped myself, and now we're ready to join the cause with some new recruits.
And then we can... What do you think the chances are we can get a private audience with him alone?
It depends on how little Eric sees things.
Okay.
Who's little Eric?
Little Eric is the guard who stands in front of Krulek's tent.
Ah.
But I think I know of something we can do that could help him. How good is your bird call? Good, but how about owls?
Where's my
Perfect.
animal handling? Oh, I only got a +1. Well, it wouldn't be that. It would be a survival, wouldn't it?
It'd be probably more animal handling, but
Do you want a peacock as well?
no.
Or
Rapping kind of shakes her head. He thinks he's freaking cursed by a hag. Apparently, the events the screech of owl heralds the moment of his death.
or would it be deception?
Deception.
Okay, I am very
I
good
try to
in
mimic the screech of an owl.
I kind of mimic the owl. I'm gonna roll and just see what it comes up to. It's 8, 9, 10, 11? Nah.
You want a pigeon?
No, just an owl. Owl will really scare the crap out of him.
Okay. Well, I can do that. I do have a +6, 7, 8, 9 to my deception.
Alright. When you're there, we'll roll it and see if it works.
Alrighty.
Alright, so we
So-
got a plan. Infiltrate the camp and hoot like an owl.
How is my exhaustion? Did I lose any of it?
Yeah, you're warmed up pretty well. Even the orc and everything. You guys are gonna be cold again when you get in the water, though.
What if we ride, all of us ride on the back of the turtle?
You won't. If you can get. If depends on how he rolls, and
Mhm.
we'll just kind of go ahead and see how that goes. How depends on
Okay.
how that's.
Did I lose 1 point? All points? What?
Yeah, you're good to go now. You're
Okay.
you're completely warm.
Right on. Thank you.
Mhm.
So, what do you say, Troy? We ride on the back of you into the tunnel, even if it's 1 by 1, if that makes things a little easier. Just
I
in.
think I can muster up enough strength to get through.
Okay.
Okay. Natsu, whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll a Constitution.
And are we doing this one at a time or all of us at once?
Let's try all at once and see how that goes.
20.
You managed to secure everyone, and you are all able to stay in the water just long enough to get where you need to go, and no one gets exhausted.
Right on.
So, yay! Alright, so you guys are in the cave. You are... Okay. Two bandits are patrolling the camp's perimeter. You guys kind of see... There's nothing in the caves. It's just a
Okay.
way to get to the next location, so you guys aren't missing anything.
So we're right at 10 right now.
Hold on, I have the wrong one up. 10... Yes, you're at 10.
Okay.
Yeah, you're at 10 right now. So at the perimeter, you see two bandits patrolling the camp's perimeter. The guards are playing a little game of dragon chess to mark their patrols. A three-tier chessboard lies on the ground just outside the cave. Its pieces set in mid-game positions. A loaf of bread and a wineskin sit next to the board. The outlaw camp lies to the south, half hidden behind a rise of boulders.
Okay.
The woman in a gray cloak crouches next to the chessboard, studying the pieces. She appears to be alone.
I'm gonna look at the half-orc and say, we will follow you, we're trusting you. Let's get us in and get a private audience.
Alright. So, this is how you want to play it? Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Hang on one second. Alright. Rathe kind of tells you guys to put your hoods up. And slowly...
I put my hood up.
She grabs one of the kegs from you
Sure.
and starts strolling over to the woman in the gray cloak. The woman in the cloak looks to be human, a little dirty, blonde hair, looks up and her mouth kind of falls open. What are you doing here? We thought... And Rathbane just kind of punches her in the face and knocks her out.
Monty just steps back like, I didn't mean that.
Be more specific. Rathbane holds the woman on her other shoulder, goes back to the cave, and dumps the body there.
Now, is she just knocked out?
Yeah, she's not conscious.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take my battle axe and smash her face.
Okay. Roll for damage.
You want me to roll to hit with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 15.
For hitting?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I hit?
It hit. Yeah, it hits. And how much was the damage?
How do I have a -1 to my hit? I got 4 damage.
You bruise her face pretty heavily, so the woman will be unconscious for quite a while and possibly need a healer after it's done, instead of the potion.
What does this do? Give me just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I'm gonna take my battle axe and hit again.
Okay, roll for hit and roll for damage.
Okay, that is a 15 to hit again. 1 damage.
Still not dead, but you didn't really even hit her in the face, you just kind of glanced off her shoulder.
Troy, you wanna do and I walk away.
Rathbane just again pushes her further into the cave, and she kind of stands position at the chessboard. She talks to both of you, goes, keep going to the tent. Remember what I said about the owl call.
Am I supposed to do that now?
No, I mean...
I get ready to make the owl face?
When you get close.
Oh, okay.
Did we
right
want...
next to the tent?
Did we want me to do it? Since I have a +9 in deception? Troy? Or did you want to do it?
Ilo kind of
think about it for a little bit.
Ilo pops in. While she's here, we need to take care of the rest of these people. I know we have a thing to go after the big guy, but they're going to be waiting to attack. We got to take care of Roos as well.
Okay, so we gotta take care of this unconscious person in the cave. And I can't seem to do anything to it.
Where is he?
The person in the cave? Or him?
Yeah, Bruce.
Roos. Okay, so... Where is he at? Okay. So you guys see how the circle of tents is pitched near the cliff edge, partially hidden behind rocks and scrub brush. Half a dozen gray cloaked outlaws mill around the camp, sharpening swords, checking supplies, or practicing their archery on straw targets. To the northeast, a lone tent can be glimpsed through the fog. A muscled Tashlin woman paces restlessly through the camp. Her eyes locked on the statue to the west. As she walks, she angrily swishes an axe back and forth. So that's kind of how the layout is. You guys are on the outskirts of it, as I said, by 10. So you would actually need to... You guys can hide behind the boulders, the brushes. And what is 12 that other 10? Let me see. Never mind. Okay. So actually the main guy's tent is 12 and the rest of the camp is 11.
Well, that makes things nice and easy.
Case.
Yeah, go for it. Go for
how
the original
far
thing.
away is his tent from us right now?
I want to say within 30 feet.
Okay. Is his tent
I kind of
open?
No, his tent flap is closed. You see a military tent is pitched to the north of the main camp. Outside the tent, a 7-foot tall brute stands vigil.
Okay.
I kind of look over at you, Sir Black, and go, you know, I heard a slight thunder earlier. Was that you, perchance?
Well, without question, without hesitation, I go ahead and cast Shatter at that tent and get the 10-foot sphere. I get that big guard dude within it and center it on the tent to do my best to get the dude we're after as well.
Okay, I have a 15-foot cube thunderwave that I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
Simultaneous, I think is what we're
So-
going for, right, Sir Black?
Yeah, both the guard and the dude have to beat a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Okay.
13 for me.
And my damage is 28 if they fail.
$15 for me if they fail.
This is gonna be
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. He just literally just dies. I can't find his stats on this page anywhere. So yeah, you got him pretty good. Ranthe, who witnessed the entire thing, trying to pretend like she wasn't involved with it, so she can help waylay any ongoing scouts, is dumbfounded at the fact that you guys just one-shotted little Eric and comes running up to you like, what the hell? I told you to go and use an owl noise. He would have shat himself and he would have left the tent alone.
But my particular I do the owl noise as well.
Rathan just kind of looks at you and then it's kind of stalks forward toward the tent. All right, you guys want to enter the?
I guess we should go verify that he's dead since we created just the worst thunder ever.
So let's run over there like we're surprised. So I run over there like I'm surprised and shocked, and just to see if we got the head honcho guy too.
You look and see little Eric is indeed dead. His heart did not explode out of his chest, but I'm sure it felt like it with the combination of thunder and lightning scaring the shit out of him.
You know, mine is a thunderous wave as well.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he just died on the spot. He moved over.
Apart from how much thunder we sent his way.
Yeah, he died from shock.
Yeah.
Alrighty. With him being dead, the tent is free. I assume you guys are gonna drag the body inside the tent or something.
Well, I'm gonna open the flap to see if the guy that we're here for is in the tent.
Okay, you open the flap and you see a map of the Iron Route is spread over a table inside the tent. Various notations have been inked on the map, and chess pieces are positioned across the surface. Scrolls, coins, and wax seals clutter the rest of the table. At the rear of the tent, an ornately carved wooden rack sits with a wooden chest upon it. The chest is locked with a heavy padlock. There is no one else inside.
Damn it. Damn it.
What do you want to do?
I'm not gonna touch anything inside the tent because we got sentries and everything running towards us. I'm gonna leave the tent and crouch down and try and I'm acting like I'm trying to help this big dude that just collapsed.
I just run and hide in the bush that's kind of over by the cliff.
Brathing kind of goes inside and looks at all the maps and papers and takes them, as well as starts fiddling with a chest. Does anyone have any good lock picks?
I
Or
do not have
locksmithing?
lock picks.
Nope, I am not a thief, says Troy.
Alright. Rathane isn't really good at it either, but Ilo kind of waltzes up there and caves in the top part of the chest, collects a nice bag that sounds very heavy with coin, and an emerald necklace shaped like a heart. But let me see. Oh, did I miss it? No, it's fine. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna look around. Do I see anyone running this way?
No, everyone's just kind of like puzzled, like looking up in the sky because it is getting a little foggy, so they assume a storm's coming.
Okay. At the same time, I'm gonna look for the head honcho guy. Do I see him anywhere?
No. What? What do we want to do here?
If I don't see
Yeah, I know.
anyone, go ahead.
Yeah, you guys don't. They don't hear anything because you guys are also being drowned out by the waterfalls next to you as well. So you do have a lot of noise cover. So you're
Okay. I'm going to do my best as a dwarf to pull this giant into the tent.
good. Roll for strength.
Oh, I got a -1. Oh, look, and
You
it's a natural 1. No, it's a 7. I got a 6.
you are able to lift up his arm, but nothing else.
Hey.
Troy sees this happening and runs over and tries to help drag him in.
Go
And
ahead and roll strength check.
good night, Joe. It was good to have you in the
10.
chat here.
Good night, Joe.
You also are able to lift up his arm and slightly scoot him anywhere. So he's still very much outside.
I'm going to wave the half orc over and say, "Hey, how about a hand? We did the hard part. Come on now."
She kind of rolls her eyes at you, wondering how on earth you guys made it this far. And with effort, yanks the former little Eric into the tent.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go over to the rocks and look into the camp and see what I see.
So you notice that the meeting is getting ready to take place because everyone seems to be kind of looking toward the lap, the king's lap, basically.
Okay.
What you do also see is a length of silken rope fastened to a silverback tree near the foot of the cliff. The rope stretches all the way to the statue's shoulder, roughly 60 feet west and 40 feet above.
That's what I was just about to ask. That looked like a zip line.
Yep, there is one. You can climb it if you want to, or you can. Where are you guys at?
Pretty much at the base of that tree by those rocks.
Yeah, did you guys just want to scale that?
I just
honestly,
kind of look and go, I don't think I can. That rope would hold me.
I think that I look at the other dwarf. What class is the other dwarf? I ask.
What class is he? That's the question. He is.
If he's a ranged unit, then great.
Hang on.
Just so you know, I do have a crossbow strapped to my back.
That would be pretty good too. You could get up. You see the big rock just to the right of the closest waterfall to us. How it's up in the air.
The big
Let's say,
rock?
yeah, let's say that he's a range fighter, or he's a rogue fighter, so he can do up close and distance.
Okay, here's my plan, my idea. What if us two dwarfs, since we're small and not easily seen, me and him scale this rope up to the shoulder, me and him go up there and provide range to once we see our target come to the meeting. And when someone hits my trap and there's a commotion, they're all organized on that, I can hit them from range along with the dwarf and put Troy up on this big boulder, and he can do range. That'll give us a good exit plan too. And if we all hit it once, then we get our target and we get out of here without having to fight everybody else. What do you guys think?
Ilo, since that's a good idea, Rathane nods and tells her, since she notices all the other people are heading toward the meeting place, she goes, I'll just kind of join them and help out on the floor if you need anything.
Sounds good, but don't do anything unless the plan fails. We gotta take them out in one hit. What do you think, Troy?
See, I've just been looking at how I'm going to try to climb up that rope, and I still don't think I can.
No, you're not climbing up the rope. You're just getting on the rock right there.
Like 14, where 14B is, like that kind of rock. Because everyone's leaving anyway, that way. And you can just watch from there.
Okay.
Or you can cross the waterfall, the log.
And I'm basically role-playing that I didn't pay attention because I actually wasn't paying attention, sorry.
No,
I was trying to add stuff to my inventory.
I explain it again and I say, Troy, you get up there, you're a turtle. At night you look like a boulder. If you get up there and they look this way, all they see is a boulder. And you can use your crossbow to shoot bad guy from a distance.
Oh, I'm just shooting people?
No. You wait until you hear the loud boom, because I got one more of those. And once you hear the loud boom, you fire. And then...
Do you want me to fire or use my loud boom
You can use your loud boom, too. It's perfectly fine. But once I use my loud boom, if we don't get him, I have to get down there. Because I have no more range after that.
How many times have you used your loud boom?
Hey, how are you doing, Dave?
That? Dave.
Now who is that?
You realize you are on stream, buddy.
Giggity.
It's good to freaking see you, man.
How's it going, guys?
We're just playing D&D.
How are you doing?
I'll look into your stream as well.
Right on.
You ready to wrap up now?
About ready to do the end game part, yeah.
Yay. Can I listen?
Yeah.
Perfectly fine with me.
Just don't do too many loud bombs.
Oh, we're about to do 2 big booms.
Maybe. Actually, I have a total of 5 slots left. 3 in my first level and 2 in my second level, so.
Well,
You're
how
doing
many?
A fundraiser.
Yes, sir.
Yay.
What, Sir Black?
I don't know how many first levels I have. It won't tell me. All I know is I got 2 4th levels.
Good lord. Alright, anyway, so I go ahead and crawl up on the rock
and I'm going to go ahead and jump on the line when he's doing that and make my way to 13 there.
Okay, both of you roll for Dexterity.
Dexterity, you say?
Natural 20.
Alright, you're able to climb over the little rock faces very
Yeah.
easily and nimbly.
I rolled an 8, but do I get advantage because I'm tiny and it's dark?
You're a little. No, you managed to climb the tree and almost fall off the tree, but you
Dang.
haven't gotten anywhere near the rope yet. You might want to roll one more time.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, that's better. I rolled a 12.
Alright, you're able to shimmy along after Ilo, but you're a little slow, noticeably slower than him.
Okay, that works. So,
Alright, everyone's in position, it looks like.
yes, we got the turtle role playing as a boulder.
Alright, and Natsu, are you on the boulder? Or do you want to cross the log and go to where the broken arm is? Because you can see down into the thing.
You know, as I'm looking at it, I realize I want to get a good look at the king's crotch real quick. So I go ahead and start crossing the log onto the broken arm.
And kind of, I guess, are you gonna? Hold on, what are you? Roll for deception, because that log comment got me thinking you might want to make sure you're not drawing attention to yourself.
Deception?
Yeah.
19.
Alright, you are covered with enough moss, debris, detritus, and mud to make people reasonably believe if you kind of hunch down a little bit, you are just a very fancy looking rock. And Sir Black, I believe you and Isla have made it to the shoulder.
Okay. When I get to the shoulder, I want to get in the bushes, but be able to have a clear line of sight down to the meeting area.
Alright, go ahead and... Wait, what bushes? The...
Right there, on the edge of his shoulder there, right next to his chin. Those bushes up there?
Yeah.
You're talking about his nipple?
No.
No, on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. His shoulder pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while you're up there, you see a body of a dead half-elf that you took out earlier.
I kind of giggle a little bit.
He has a really good longbow and some arrows if you want to pick that up.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'll go ahead and pick it up for Troy.
I think, no. Yeah, go ahead, because Isla has his own. Alright.
What kind of longbow is that?
It is... What kind of longbow is it? What is it? I remember seeing it.
There's a +1, +2, a vicious longbow, and a +3. And just a normal longbow.
I think it's a +1 longbow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a +1.
So just go with +1?
Yeah, just go with +1. I can't.
Okay. And you said there was arrows too?
About 20 of them.
Okay, does it take any special arrows?
Sure. They'll take some exploding arrows if they have that in there.
Arrow of slaying, arrow, unbreakable arrow, arrow +1, arrow +2, arrow +3. So we got normal arrows, arrow of walloping, unbreakable arrow, +1, arrow catching shield, +2, arrow of slaying, +3. Which one?
+3.
+3?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. How many?
Just 20.
Okie dokie. Ooh, I can only add 10 at a time. Add that to my backpack, and add that to my backpack. Okay. I am good to go.
Alright. Let me go on. Everyone's in position. Natsu, you're on the arm. Sir Black, you're on the shoulder. Let's see. I think Rothane's gonna be kind of near where you are, Natsu, because Sir Black, you mentioned earlier that you already had the rope line all the way down from the knee.
Yes, and it's
So
still
she'll-
there.
Okay, so you guys, do you mind if she helps cover that escape route?
Yeah, she can do that.
Okay, because I know you have better access to get through the caves.
Yes, and I
Okay.
guess that rope would be her escape route.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, everyone's in position. Let's go.
While we're waiting, I take out my
Bye, babe.
flask and offer it to the other half, or the other dwarf that's up there with me. Have a
It's
good
good
one,
to hear you
Dave. It
too,
was
Dave.
real good to see you, buddy.
Oh, is he leaving?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
He
he's,
forgot that it's Sunday and he has paperwork.
Oh, okay.
maybe we can get him into one of these games one time.
Yeah. Has to be later though.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's get this guy rolling. Alright. The meeting between San Krlik and Jarala takes place on the statue's left. Thick scrub grows over the statue's left. The king's ruined forearms rest on his thighs, forming two platforms high above ground level. Sea fog swirls over the statue, and the roar of the waterfalls is deafening. A grim warrior in plate armor stands on the eastern arm. On the arm opposite, a red scale dragonborn woman faces him. Everyone roll 15 or dexterity.
How close am I to the one that's
Yeah,
standing near me?
I just
Dexterity
You said
for
dexterity?
Yeah, I think you already roll. I think we're gonna say that he didn't see you. You're like in the corner right there
what?
by like the elbow.
Would this be a stealth check?
Yes, I think you guys are good though, because Natsu's character looks like a rock right now, because he's kind of hidden by
Gotcha.
the elbow right there.
Yeah. And
Okay, there.
me and the
and
other
you're-
dwarf are in the bushes on the shoulder.
And Rothane's kind of like in with the rest of the other people in the gray cloak, so we're
Yeah.
good. Everyone's hidden.
All
Alright,
right.
cool. Sam-
I am preparing Shatter. I'm preparing it.
Okay.
So,
Alright. San Krlik calls out to the Dragonborn opposite. I know which wagons are fat with riches, Jarella. You lead the east to me, and I'll give you a cut of the best meat. Scraps from your table, more like, the sorcerer snarls. Why should I pay for what my claws can tear freely? The conversation continues in this matter for a bit. It's unlikely that the two enemies will reach an accord before something that you notice happening across the way. So, you notice a group of orcs coming to your area. The howls of wolves echo from the woods around King's Pyre. Crows take flight from the treetops, and a cold breeze blows in from the sea. Something is moving.
I'm going to cast Shatter right now on this guy we're after.
Alright. Go ahead, and you don't have to roll a hit, right? It's just going to hit automatically.
He has to beat a Constitution saving throw of 14. I rolled 15 damage.
Alright, let me see what one he's at. You said 15?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
And it's a 10-foot sphere that I centered on him.
Alright, and that would be... What was the hit?
He's got to beat a Constitution of 14.
Okay, he is 14.
He rolled 14.
Oh no, he didn't roll 14. Oh, he
He's
rolled
got to
14.
roll a Constitution saving throw.
He rolled.
Are you doing it on D&D Beyond?
Yep.
Just click the little number right next to con in saving throws box. It's on the top left.
I don't even make a character for him in there. I just rolled.
Oh,
It's 16.
shit.
So
Let me do math. That's 7 damage then.
okay. So he feels it. He's a little jarred, and the Dragonborn is kind of looking around as well because that was a very loud thump. However, before anyone can do anything, you see a group of orcs arriving from the north, preparing to launch an assault.
The north, is that the one area?
That is...
Opposite of the
Yeah.
cave we came in, right?
Yeah, that's the 1, 2, 3 area.
Okay.
Because you're high enough you can see them.
Okay. I'm just
Alright.
gonna try and stay as hidden as I can.
Okay. Everyone's kind of shaking around. Rothane's kind of giving you guys a look where everyone's located at. And then as soon as the commotion kind of dies down a little bit, a dark figure emerges from cover. Its skin is wet with pitch. It wears an iron helmet hammered into the shape of a dragon skull and wields a rusty axe, tusk rise from its pig-like jaw. And it snarls for the scale lords and runs forward. Now everyone on both sides, including this new party, are now fighting each other. What do you want to do?
I go ahead and cast Thunder Wave on. Can I see our target?
Yeah, you're basically like on the same platform.
So, anyways, I go ahead and cast Thunder Wave. It's a Constitution save of 13.
Okay. And he's 14. Or go ahead and roll to hit. Let's just do it this way. Just roll to hit.
Oh, that's the way you want to do it?
Yeah, we'll just do it that way.
Okay. Okay. What's the... That's... Okay. It would be 16
Alright.
to hit.
It doesn't hit him, unfortunately. It hits like around him. He is wearing plate armor, so he has a higher armor class. And now he is aware that you are there. So, do you have another roll, or Monty, do you want to get in there?
Can I...
Okay, he does take half the damage, though.
Oh, he does take half? How much would that be?
Yeah, that would be 5 then.
5, and you got how many last time? Sir Block 7?
Yes.
Second. Alright, he is very singed and not quite okay. He is yelling for his troops to engage with the Dragonborn as well as the new orcs that have come out. So half his attention is on you, half his attention is on the other groups, directing his troops.
I am going to use a Sacred Flame, if I can. Can I? Well,
Yeah.
should we roll initiative now?
Yeah, you guys are definitely about. Go ahead and roll initiative so we know who goes first.
I roll an 8.
Okay.
19.
Did you
Awesome.
add
All
your
right.
initiative bonus?
Yeah.
Got to? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Natsu, you go ahead and go again.
I go ahead and cast Thunder Wave on him again.
Okay. Roll to hit.
9.
Okay. doesn't quite give
Do what?
him the doesn't quite hit. Like it's broad range. It doesn't hit him like completely in the one shot.
Alright, so that would be 4 damage. And I'm going to use my I forget that I have this. Whenever I attack, I can attack twice.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Thunder Wave for my second attack.
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
this time using a first level slot for a 13 to hit.
Go ahead, it hits.
And that would be 7 damage.
He is very wounded right now. Blood is seeping from his brow. His armor is very singed. You can smell the faint scent of pork because of skin a little bit. And he is very, very aware of you now. Alright. Ilo's gonna go ahead and just take some pot shots of at the Dragonborn as well as the other people, any of the other mages on the other side. And Monty, what are you doing?
I am going to use my Sacred Flame on our target.
Okay.
I will go ahead and roll to hit. Let's see, the spell attack is a +6, so roll a d20. 11, 17 to hit.
Okay, it hits.
Okay, rolling my damage. It is a 5 damage.
Alright, he's really feeling it, guys. His ears are ringing. He can't quite focus on Natsu or really advance toward him very well.
Okay, that was my bonus action. Cantrips are bonus actions, I do believe. So, can I use a cantrip for my action as well, or no? It's up to you.
Go ahead.
Alright, then I will do another Sacred Flame.
Okay.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's a 20 to hit.
Perfect, it hits.
Okie dokie. That is a 10 damage.
He is basically holding himself up with his sword. He is kneeling on the ground, labored breathing. Ilo has taken out the scout in the goblet.
Okay.
So
What
you guys are
I'm
clear
for my movement, I'm gonna back up, grab a hold of the rope that I used to climb up here, and just wait until our target's dead, and then I'm ziplining down that.
Okay. Alright. Rathane is kind of looking for everything like that. She is getting ready to secure you guys a path toward the knee. So she's cutting down people that way or yelling at them to attack certain directions while the orcs are advancing. So she's making sure the path is getting cleared. Natsu, what are you doing? Or Troy, what are you doing?
I go ahead and cast Thunder Wave on him again.
Okay.
7 to hit.
Yeah, general area, we're good. He's not moving anywhere.
So full hit then?
Yeah.
8.
Wait, 8. Okay. He is. Blood is pouring out of his ears, nose, mouth. He is not very conscious.
I go ahead and take my second attack on him.
Alright.
7 again.
7 to hit, go for it.
Nine.
With a very dramatic blow. Is it your thunder wave again? that you're using?
Thunderwave.
Yeah. Very dramatically, he doesn't quite explode, but you can tell his body is basically twitching from the latest spell, and he falls down dead.
Alright, so I go ahead and move towards the guy who's closest to me.
What do you mean?
Because isn't there a guy on the ledge with me?
That was the guy that you were tasked to get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you killed him.
I didn't realize it was that guy.
Yeah, he's on there. That was him.
Oh.
Natsu?
No, keep that in character.
Nat. You
That's
have
hilarious.
you have bad
my
guy
character.
right next to you. You better loot him.
Rathane sees what happened and saw the man fall. She runs up to you
So at this point,
and screams, "We need to leave out of here now. We got everything we wanted. He's dead."
and I go, wait a second, that was our guy?
Yes.
What?
She signals.
I thought he was down in the crotch. I was so excited to go pet the wood of the night of the king.
No, he was on the arm yelling at the Dragonborn who was on the other arm.
Oh.
Rathane
Well, I'll see you at the bottom of the waterfall. And I just kind of slip off into the creek and do my whole turtle shell thing.
roll for dexterity on that.
Critical one.
Oh no.
Roll a Constitution.
Just so you know, because I went into my turn, that would be a 24.
Wait, what's your armor class when you turtle in?
Let me figure out what that actually is.
Alright, well, Rathane is kind of looking like, what the heck's going on? She motions to Monty and Ilo to get down, and she makes her way to the knee.
Just a quick question out of character. Did anybody step in my trap?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
The
It'd
main...
be 22
Oh, you're 20... Okay, you survive.
when I'm in my shell.
You survive, but you're pretty rattled, if that makes sense.
So,
Because you hit everything on the way down.
after seeing all this, I'm going to zipline down to the tree, and I am going to make my way to the knee in the rope instead of going through the tunnel, which was my original plan.
Why? There's no zip line from the shoulder. You just have to go to the tunnel. I mean, there only is that zip line to go to the tunnel. There isn't. You didn't put another one. You had one for the...
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing zipline. Oh, I guess I will go out through the tunnel.
I was gonna say our ship is right next to 8.
Yeah, you can just go
True.
into the tunnel.
That's what I'm
why I
going to do.
went the waterfall route.
Yeah, and then Rothheim will meet you guys down there as well.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I was confused.
You're good. Alright, go ahead and roll for dexterity for your zip line.
Absolutely. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, never mind. It's a 17.
Yeah, you made it fine.
I forgot if I fail a saving throw, I got this thing that allows me to add a D4 to my fail to try and make it a success.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so
Nice.
I'll remember that. So
Alright, so you guys are all successfully down the thing, leaving behind the sounds of battle behind you. You guys, actually, Natsu, did you bring the body with you?
please
Let's
tell
say
me you
that I
brought it
threw
with you.
in. I threw it in before I did my slide off the edge of the rock thing.
Alright. And Rathane will go and recover the body and meet you. Everyone meets up on the ship that they came in on.
Yes.
Alright, and you guys are so full of adrenaline because you actually pulled all of this off that the water does not affect you. so you
Hey,
guys do not suffer exhaustion.
how about me and Troy take this other longboat and follow the other boat?
You guys don't have enough people to man it, so
Oh, dang.
sorry.
Okay.
You can set it on fire though if you want.
Yes, I will cast Sacred Flame at this thing.
I go ahead and start using my claws and clawing out the bottom, trying to cut a hole in the bottom so it sinks.
Meanwhile, Rathane's over here, hauling the dead corpse of her old commander onto their ship, while Ilo kind of looks on sad while you guys set the ship on fire.
Once the ship's on fire, I'll board the other boat.
Alright.
I'm still clawing it, trying to break through.
Go ahead and roll Constitution for you, Natsu, and
Critical one.
Alright, you kind of give up after a while. It's gonna sink anyway. Just let it go.
Let's go, Troy. Get on the boat. Let's get out of here.
After hearing the dwarf, I go ahead and go, man, okay, and hop on the boat.
And you guys are all successfully running away while the battle rages on, and you're pretty sure you saw the Dragonborn get taken off by an orc, but you don't want to go and double check.
No, we're good.
Okay. So, with that out of the way, congrats, you ended the thing. Go ahead and roleplay. The merchant is waiting for you. Go ahead and roleplay how you want that to come back. Or
Well-
actually, you guys make it to the shoreline and go back to the city where the merchant center is, and you find the merchant's wagon, and you guys can knock on the door, and we'll go from there.
Before I knock on the door of this wagon, I'm going to take out my flask and I'm going to down the entire thing and then pound on the door really hard. You know, as hard as a dwarf can, you know.
The merchant, bleary-eyed because it is basically dawn, opens the door, sees all of you as well as the corpse of the man on the flyer, which I'm assuming you guys will be turning into the authorities shortly after.
Yep. And trying to clear the people's names that helped us.
Yes.
Alright.
The merchant's like really shocked, and he goes, "He's dead?"
He's dead. He's dead. He's deader than dead.
We
He's
kind of thunderbolted him to death, like, just thunder.
he doesn't. The merchant still doesn't know really what to say except, Did you perchance find a necklace while you were there?"
I look at the half orc and say, "Did you find anything in that chest in the tent?"
Rothane says, what color was the gem?" And the merchant goes, "It was an emerald." So she kind of lightly tosses the necklace to him, and the merchant breaks down in tears because that's what he was looking for. And he doesn't, and he rewards you guys with your money.
Which was how much?
I'll do 50 gold coins each.
50, you say?
5-0.
Yes.
50. Add.
He thanks you profusely and tells you to go to request 100 for the head of the Kurlak.
100
Yeah.
each?
No, just for the body.
Oh.
For
So
each body part?
no, just the whole body. Like when you turn it into the authorities, they should pay you 100 gold for him.
That sounds kind of like a ripoff, but we'll take that up with them. And I hold
And-
my flask up. Can I get some? And I just shake my flask.
The merchant numbly kind of allows you or gives you another wineskin for your troubles and shakes everyone's hands.
Thank you, sir.
It's like, "Thank you so much. You returned this to me. And you guys go turn in the corpse to the authorities, let them know where the battle was going on, and hopefully they can join in and recover some of their people, or whatever they plan on doing with an orc,
And
Dragonborn, and outlaw invasion.
I also kind of say without the help of these two, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So can we clear their record so they can start anew with their life?
Yeah, they do. Everyone's record is cleared.
Nice.
So.
And I'm gonna look at the half orc and say, I keep my word.
And she thanks you also, with a
Right.
very low bow, and a promise that if you ever need her for anything, just give her a shout.
Right
She'll be in the city, helping the merchant as a new bodyguard.
Nice.
I kind of wink at her and then ask her if I can give her a kiss before I leave.
She kind of blushes and says, "Sure."
I'm also gonna give Troy the 20 plus 3 arrows and the +1 longbow.
Nice. Okay. All right, and that's the end of the campaign.
Troy goes ahead and
nice.
kisses the half orc.
Aww. Roll for dexterity.
Don't we mean Constitution at that point? But
That's what I
anyways,
did with
18.
Chef Dave.
Okay, you planted a really good one on her and almost dipped her. Like, it was very magical.
Alrighty.
All right, that's the end of the campaign. That's all I got right now, guys. You guys have, for killing him, what is it? Well, how much is he?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna close out real fast.
Okay, I need to add a longbow.
Thank you for stopping by, everybody. It was good to see you, and hope to see you next time. Have a good one, and bye-bye now.